Hello, my name is Lucia, and here's 5 things I did that helped me trick my mind into loving the gym. I also want to start off this video by saying that I used to be someone who honestly dreaded going to the gym. I would walk into the gym and feel completely out of place, like everyone was so confident and knew exactly what they were doing, and I walked in and I had no clue what any of the equipment did. I didn't know how to use any of the machines. It was honestly so intimidating for me. So that's part of the reason I wanted to make this video, for anyone who feels like maybe the gym is somewhere they don't feel comfortable in, or maybe they're intimidated by all the equipment and machines. And I really just want people to have some tips that they can use to feel more confident and comfortable in their ability to go to the gym. It took some patience and consistency, but with time I eventually got to a place where I can honestly say that I love the gym, I embrace the gym, and I really love how it makes me feel. So with that in mind, I wanted to make this video and share a few tips that have really helped me, and hopefully they can relate and be applicable to some of you. So tip number 1 I have for you is make going to the gym the easy choice. So what I mean by that is see if you can identify some small changes you can make in your routine that will help make it that much easier for you to take that action of going to the gym. So for example, you can find a friend or buddy who you can go to the gym with, and that will also help motivate you, as having someone else give you that push or that feeling of accountability where you have a time planned where you go to the gym together. So that's one way you can make going to the gym just a little bit easier. Something else that can also be helpful is if you are apartment hunting, or maybe you're looking for a new building. A lot of times apartments have built-in gym facilities. Having a gym that's already in your building or facility will make it that much easier, since you don't even have to physically leave your building to get to the gym. So that's something that if you have the opportunity, or if there's a means to identify a new apartment or facility with a gym already built in, that can be a huge advantage and will just make it that much easier for you. Another tip for me personally, when I was first starting going to the gym, I did not have a lot of gym clothes, or really any at all. And what helped for me was getting just a few quality pieces of clothing that I knew I would feel comfortable and good in, and I could move around in. And knowing that those clothes were in my closet made it easier for me, and honestly made me feel more confident about going to the gym, because I knew that I already had something that I would feel good in. And honestly, it doesn't even have to be anything expensive. I personally love shopping at Target or TJ Maxx for gym clothes. Having those options in your closet ready to go will just make it easier for you. You will already know that you have these clothes that you feel comfortable and good moving around in. Another tip along the same line is laying out your gym clothes. So for example, just laying out your gym clothes on the bottom of your bed or on your couch will just remind you of the commitment that you made to yourself, and will make it that much more easier since you already have your clothes laid out. I encourage you to think of any other obstacles or barriers that you might have, to try to identify what those are, chip away at them, see where you can make some tweaks. Maybe, for example, you have more time in the morning for yourself or for your morning routine where you have time to fit in a gym schedule. Identify how you can make going to the gym easier for yourself, and again, removing some of those options that make it more difficult for you to go to the gym. This brings me to tip number 2, which is don't overthink, and just do it. I know personally that we are all so incredibly busy. Some folks have families, some people are full-time students or working full-time. Some people are all of these things at once. And I know how busy life can get from my own personal experiences. And I know this makes it just that much harder to find the motivation and excitement to get out and go to the gym. The truth is, and what I truly believe, is that we all choose to prioritize where we invest our time. And so in saying that, I choose to prioritize going to the gym because it's time for myself, and I know that it will benefit me in the long run, and it'll keep me healthy. You know, it's also easy to think of all the things we could be doing instead of going to the gym. It's almost easier just to keep yourself distracted or busy instead of thinking about logistics of going to the gym. But here I want to challenge you to change your perception of this. Instead of thinking, oh, I should go or I have to go to the gym, instead think of it like I get to go to the gym and I have the opportunity to do something that will benefit me and make me feel great. And even this small change in your perception will make a difference, especially over time as you continue to think this way. It will make you just that much more excited and motivated to go to the gym. So to summarize, instead of overanalyzing all the other things that we could be doing that seem so important, I want to challenge you to simply take more action. And if you have the opportunity to go to the gym, get a great workout, feel great after, and feel healthy, in my opinion, that's something to completely take advantage of. So tip number 3, and I think this is honestly maybe one of the most tedious or hardest parts of getting motivated or embracing the gym, is to overcome the learning curve. And there is a big learning curve, at least there was for me. Overcoming that initial learning curve of learning all the equipment, learning what it's called, how it's used, can be time consuming and will not happen right away. I think the key here is to give yourself patience and grace, and understand also that everyone starts somewhere. Even the most amazing and inspiring bodybuilders and athletes have started somewhere. So I think it's important to keep in mind today can be your day to start. You'll just have to prioritize taking time to learn the equipment and being patient in doing so. For me personally, it was a little bit of overcoming some of that fear and hesitation, and that feeling of intimidation too. But again, I think it's just taking the time to really learn also what you love. So for example, I love cardio more than weight-bearing exercises, so I tend to lean into that a little more. And I think as you try more and more of the equipment, you'll come to learn what you love and things you gravitate towards or lean towards. And that will just help you as you build out your gym routines. I think the true key is at least just taking that first step and remaining consistent with it over time. And I think over time you'll see that you'll start to become more confident and feeling better about going to the gym. Tip number 4 is reminding yourself of the end result / knowing your why, or why you decided to go to the gym. For me, I personally have a family history of diabetes and cancer. So my why is wanting to stay healthy and happy for as long as possible, and also just embracing my body and wanting to show love to my body. So in saying that, I want to implore you to explore and try to understand what your why is, whether that's wanting more energy or wanting to feel healthy, whatever it may be. See if you can identify that. And also remind yourself of that before you go to the gym. Or maybe you're having a really busy day, you're tired, you don't feel like going to the gym. Reminding yourself of your why will just give you a little bit more motivation when you have that in the front of your mind, thinking about your result, why are you doing this. Even write it down if you'd like to, maybe put it up on your wall, and that will just serve again as a reminder for why you made this commitment to yourself. Seeing it every day, maybe you wake up and that's the first thing you see. In that sense, it can help you motivated and inspired to keep going. Tip number 5, give yourself incentives. So what do I mean by that? Well, an incentive is something that encourages or motivates you to take an action or decision. Research says that reward is a natural process during which the brain associates diverse stimuli, it can be substances, situations, events, or activities, with a positive or desirable outcome. This results in adjustments of an individual's behavior, ultimately leading them to search for that particular positive stimulus. So I think incentivizing going to the gym is an amazing strategy to almost trick your mind in a sense and activate those reward centers in the brain, because it's associated with something else in your life that you love. What I still do sometimes is tell myself, okay, after the gym, I'll have this big bowl of fruit that I can enjoy, or after the gym, I'll have my favorite meal. Maybe it's pho or a burrito, something that I love and that will bring me happiness and satisfaction. So that's just my example, but you can also think of things that you love to do. So maybe this for you can look like putting a couple dollars in a jar after you go to the gym. And that goes towards something that you have been saving up for. Maybe it's a pair of shoes that you really want, or a road trip that you're saving up for. In doing this, you can associate the gym with that positive thing that you're looking forward to or that you love, and it will just incentivize you that much more every day to go to the gym. And I really want to say it's important to not underestimate this technique. I think this has worked a lot of times for me, especially when I was feeling like I was not gonna go that day, or there was just too much going on, or I was too tired. So this is a really good tip, at least for me. So let me know if it works for you. With that, we've covered our 5 tips. So I want to wrap up this video by saying I know personally how difficult it can be sometimes, even just to take that first step. I can honestly say that I love going to the gym now. I go at least 4 to 5 times a week, and I absolutely love it and how it makes me feel both physically and mentally. I have to say it's probably been one of the most life-changing decisions that I've made. With that being said, I really hope that these 5 tips are applicable to you. Maybe you can tweak them a little bit better to fit into your routine, but I hope that you gained something from this video. So I also just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge this is my first YouTube video. I'm really excited to be here. This idea has been churning around in my mind for a while, and I'm just excited to be taking this first step. I've already learned so much about camera equipment, lighting, audio, editing software, and I can't imagine how much more I have to learn. So it's been a really fun learning process. So in doing this, I want to challenge myself to put myself out there and also to show myself that I can do anything I set my mind to. Really just looking forward to continuing to learn and connecting with folks, and also sharing those things that I love: food, my family, a healthy and active lifestyle, delicious recipes, my cat Mittens. I am excited to share with you and continue to grow and learn. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.